Hi guys, I am Fiza, founder at FZK Media, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know, no matter how many times I do it, it still sounds fake, so I've given up. This week we are in Barcelona. Can I just say, I know I've said this before on my reels, but Barcelona is a lot like Bombay. It's just a cleaner Bombay, you know what I mean? And if you go to the right places, you'll find enough Indians and that you wouldn't even think that it's not Bombay. So this week I will tell you what all happened at FZK Media as well as my thoughts on Barcelona. Amazing thing was that our client Namrata got this viral read that made her whole collection sell out like hotcake. Insane. I don't think I'm supposed to have best and favorites, but Namrata is really special to us because she trusted in us when she was not really funded, right? And she opted for this whole end-to-end production package. Let us talk about detachment. So at FZK Media, the more I am detaching myself, the better I'm doing. As a new founder, you almost hate that concept because you're like, oh my god, this is the most precious thing I have done in my life. How can I feel detached from it, right? Like, what kind of a monster feels detached from their baby? But as I have grown up, right, in the last 2 years, I'm realizing that unless you detach, nothing that you can do will be logically good for your business. Like, some of the things, sure, they'll be good for you, but otherwise, in the longer run, you're not taking very logical decisions, right? It's like you're not letting your kid fall and learn. You know what I mean? You're not taking risks in terms of content, in terms of operations, in terms of like structuring, you know what I mean? Which is something I'm not really proud of, and it happened because I was like, oh my god, no, I want to keep this safe. I should not be involved so much because I'm not the best person for everything, right? I need to let other people who are way better than me come in and take up things and do it their way to expand it. And I should only feel happy because at the end, it's FZK Media that's growing bigger. But I honestly feel like you should not take advice from somebody who is like 10 steps ahead of you or like 20 steps behind, because what you're going through is not something that they can relate, right? Like, for example, I had this really cool founder tell me to do this really cool shit in my first year, and I was like, this is not making sense to me, and it did not make sense at all to my structure. Whereas when I came in my 2.5 year, I'm just like, oh my god, what a genius idea, right? And I want to do it now. And because they were saying that when they were like 7 years in, right? I was hearing that 1 year in. I needed that advice 2 years in. I am building this one thing, and then internet is one place where I want to talk about it, right? So if I don't have a life outside my work, I can't perform, I can't create, I can't be creative. So like, if you're too involved in this work situation, then like, where will you get the creativity from? Where will you get the maza from, right? The reason initially or always we've been so fun and creative and like, you know, just like really having a gala time while working really, really hard was because we had these really amazing lives outside, and those people came together to make something cool. Since I started traveling, what I've realized is like, I really try to like shut it and be like, you know what, there is a system that's built and the system will be followed, and there'll be no exceptions. Even if things are slower for a client at some point because they've been MIA and they suddenly want to get work done overnight. Earlier Fiza would make that exception, but the current Fiza was just like, no, you have come after a long time, now we will take our sweet time also, like whatever our timeline is to make it happen, right? And you know what, I earlier thought our clients would be angry at that. They are not. I wouldn't have even found out if I didn't take that risk of being that upfront with them. As I'm traveling, my team is doing their thing. I feel like even though my team is doing more work than ever now, the environment is more relaxed than ever, and you're like, what a paradox, right? Or like, what an oxymoron. So a lot of times when my team is just like doing work, it's like you're not looking at new art, so you can't produce something new. So I feel like one thing I would love to do at FZK Media is host a bunch of workshops, get a bunch of creative people in, talk to my team, because I feel like that new POV is definitely going to help all of us tremendously, and sort of to look at our art again and be like, okay, what can I change? Like, how can I tweak it? Apart from that, what is happening in Barcelona is that we have gone all into a content creation. You're probably seeing 3 pages, which is insane. And now we have a new baby page called What Now Fiza, where basically anything and everything that I can't talk about on my page or that is extra regarding work, regarding clients, regarding systems, opinions about the world, even eggs. Like yesterday I made a video on eggs and it did really well. People like me who love eggs and care about eggs to talk about eggs. So I did that. You would not believe I'm also getting a little bit of hate for posting so much, because people are like, why would you post so much? Like, every time I open my phone, you're there. You're welcome for teaching you distribution. What I got to know as a feedback was I was popping up everywhere, which is great because I'm also trying to learn distribution for myself and for my clients. So like, this is a great way. Also because it was getting really boring to only talk about work, and like, I want to talk about different things. Like, I want to talk about a lot of nothing. Where do I post that? Like, I love content creation, but the work content creation can't be the only kind of content creation I do. Honestly, on What Now Fiza, I don't even check the stats because I'm like, this shit. I want to post. I'll post 10 times a day. I'll post 8 times a day. I'll go MIA. I don't care. YouTube offer is going great. We've gotten 100 leads in a week, which is I'm really looking forward to sort of closing some really crazy brands. I can't reveal it. Oh my god, I hate it that I can't reveal it right now, but we will be able to reveal it soon. Yeah, it's a lot of content going out. So like we are also hiring a lot of people for content. So if you're somebody who really like with the way we think, you should definitely apply. We're looking for writers, we're looking for strategists, we're looking for account managers, and we're only looking for people who are here to stay for like 2, 3, 4 years, like build with us, like become the shit with us. If you're here to just like quickly learn and go, firstly, we don't hire people who want to learn from us. We're like, no, please no, come to us when you have experience, and also stay with us, right? We'll try to fulfill you as much as we can. That's why I find it so hard to hire a team, because everybody who's been a part of FZK, who even left, they were there with us for a really long time. Not only did they grow personally, I helped us grow for a long time, and it was like a really nice long collaboration. It was mutually beneficial. This whole quick come and quick go just does not sit well with me. So like not really into that, and that's why our hiring process is so slow. So I don't think you need 10 days in Barcelona. It is really big and really small at the same time. What I mean by that is like when you try to walk, okay, you're trying to go from like the center to the beach, and you're like, oh my god. Also, it's really fucking hot. Like at least when I went, it was really fucking hot. It was raining and then it was fucking hot, and I was like, what is this? Oh, that reminds me a lot of like Bombay weather. Damn, guys, more similarities than I initially realized. You try to take a train, it's also never ending. But look at the map and it's just like 4 kilometers. In the center, you'll find a lot of food and a lot of great places. Definitely go there. I also saw the Barcelona fan club, which is crazy. I did not know who each of the players was. So like I think the founder of Thursday Design Studio, he was just like, do you know who these people are? And like this one is this one, this one is this one, and like he basically named all the people, and I was like, oh yeah, makes sense. Then I started seeing those people on the TV a lot, so I was like, that's crazy. I told my brother about it, and he was like, you know, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. People pay shitloads to see that, and you just got to see that like on a random Tuesday with like zero interest and zero investment, which is crazy. So yeah, they just came under my house, which was honestly insane. The whole vibe was insane. The chants, the songs, 10 on 10 recommend. Would you live in Barcelona? I planned. Never thought I'll say that, but like I was looking forward to going to Barcelona for so long, and I spent like 10 days there thinking like fuck, it's gonna be it. It grew on me definitely, but it's pretty fucking bland. So those were my 2 cents on Barcelona and life in FZK. I hope you had a great time listening. I will meet you again next week, and we'll be talking about the next city and the next week's update on FZK Media. Bye!